Good morning, children. This video is for anyone who's working in the Obelisk group. Before we start today's learning, please can you make sure you do the fluent in 5. So please pause the video now and answer the questions. Your answers for today's fluent in 5. Today's learning, children, we will be reading a range of two-way tables and answering questions by interpreting the information in the tables through reasoning and problem solving. So we'll start with a problem solving question to begin with. This table shows the hobbies of students at a school. On the left hand side, we've got our information of whether they play an instrument or do not play an instrument. And on the top, we're going to see if they play a sport or does not play a sport. And again, these are our totals of each, whether they're of the different things we're looking at. So here, for example, plays an instrument, the amount of people who play an instrument is 56. Now remember, when we're looking at a two-way table, this information here, this 18 represents the amount of people who play an instrument as well as play a sport, whereas here 38 represents the amount of people who play an instrument but do not play a sport. It's asking us here, write two word problems where the answer would be A or B. Select the correct answer for each. So A we'll look at first. So our question is involving the information of play sports and does not play an instrument. So our question would be very simply, how many people, so we'll start writing this now. How many people, or how many students we should put, play a sport, but, because this is the opposite, but do not play an instrument. Play an instrument. Question mark, because we're asking a question. Now, it's asking us to select the correct answer. So we actually need to work out this answer. So here we've been given the total. Now, whenever we're given the total, that means we've been given the largest number. So we know that this number has to be smaller than the total. To work out this answer, we must subtract 18 from 44. So we'll do a column method for this. 44 take away 18. 4 take away 8 we cannot do because 8 is greater than 4. So we need to exchange. So we turn the 4 into a 3 and we carry that 1 and put it in front of the 4. Now that says 14. 14 take away 8 equals 6. 3 take away 1 equals 2. So our answer here is select the correct answer. So we'll put next to here, 26 is equal to A. We now need to create another question. So here we've got B. Now B is relating to the amount of people that do not play a sport and the total. So our question is going to have to involve this phrase here and this word here. So an example question is, what is the total? So that's the word total used. What is the total number of students that do not play sport? That do not play sports. So we've written our question. Now, because we haven't been given a total, whenever we're trying to find a total, we're going to use addition to find the answer. So we need to do 38 plus 9. So 38 plus 9. 8 plus 9 equals 17. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So our answer is 47. So 47 is equal to B. We'll now move on to question 2B. This table shows the flavours of smoothie sold at a fair. So we've got two types of smoothies there and the size, small or medium. And again, this column here, we've got the total, and this row here at the bottom, we've got total. James says, I think more small lemon and lime smoothies were sold than small blue raspberry. Do you agree with James? Convince me. So we're looking at the small and whether there was more of these smoothies sold than this one. But as you can see, we don't actually have a figure for here. So we need to work out the answer. As you can see, we've been given the total for the amount of small smoothies sold. It's 31. And we've been given the figure for blue raspberry. Now, as mentioned in the previous question, whenever we've been given a total, the missing number must be smaller than the total. So to work this out, we must take away 14 from 31. So we'll do 31, take away 14 now. 31, take away 14. 1 take away 4, we cannot do because 4 is greater than 1, so we must exchange. The 3 turns into a 2. We put the 1 in front of the other one, makes 11. 11 take away 4 equals 7. 2 take away 1 equals 1. So 17 lemon and lime smoothies were sold. I think more small, so go back to our statement. James says, I think more small lemon and lime smoothies were sold in small blue raspberry. James is correct because 17 is greater than 14. So convince me. Well, we've convinced him by using this calculation here. So we can put, I agree with James. And we convinced him, as I said, by using this written method here. So that's the second question done. The third question, using the information below, complete the two-way table. So as you can see, we've got seasons preferred, so whether children prefer winter or summer, and the year groups asked, year 1 or year 2. And again, we've got the total here and the total there. It says here, in year 2, 3 more children prefer winter than summer. So we've been given the figure for summer, 22, and it's saying that 3 more children prefer winter. So we need to add 3 onto 22. Now we can do this by using mental arithmetic. So 22 add 3, 23, 24, 25. Second statement, in year 1, 34 children prefer winter. Now what we need to do is, he's saying that 34 children go here. To work out this answer, we need to use these two numbers to find out that missing number. Now, as mentioned before, if we've been given a total, that is the biggest number we can have. So we must use this number, 23, and subtract it from 57. So we'll do that now. 57 take away 23. 7 take away 3. So we'll take 3 from 7. 6, 5, 4. And 5 take away 2. So take 2 from 5. 4, 3. So the answer is 34. So we can, with that, just even though he said that, we double check to make sure he was right. True or false? There are more children in year 2. Explain how you know. Now we've been given a total for the amount of children in year 1 as 57, but we don't know the amount for year 2. But we have been given the amount of children who chose winter and the amount of children who chose summer. So with these two numbers, we must add them together. Now we can use this, again, our mental arithmetic to help us. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 2 is 4. True or false? There are more children in year 2. Well, 47 is smaller than 57, so the answer is false. False, and we can say 47 is smaller than 57. So we've explained. That's your input for today's lesson. So please now go to your task sheets and answer the questions. Best of luck.